we are at the Flying J in Dallas, Texas. See that right there? I had to buy a spot. I got down here, it said I had 144 parking spots, and I'm sure it does. But there was no free one, so I went in and bought one. 21 bucks to get some parking at the Flying J. They deadheaded us from Longview. The messed up part was, not really messed up, but one of the parts where was where I dropped off, there was a load going out of there, going to Tulsa. And they didn't give me that load. So I unloaded there, and when I got unloaded, they asked me if I was picking the next load up, and I was like, I don't know, I didn't know there was a load. And he's like, yeah, there's a load going out to Melton that's going to Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I'm like, that'd be sweet if I could get that. So anyways, we didn't get that. I don't know why we didn't get that, but that'd have been nice because it's only 286 miles, which ain't that big of a deal. I could have picked it up today and delivered it tomorrow. So I'd have added another 280, 290 miles onto my miles I have for the week. Then when I got unloaded tomorrow, I could pick up another load tomorrow somewhere and possibly unload it on Monday and have a decent week. But they sent me down here to Dallas. I'm picking up a load going to California for Wednesday. So anyways, we pick up tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Today's Thursday. We pick up tomorrow 8 o'clock, and then we're going to go to Sunny View or Sunny, it's in San Jose, California. Sunny View, I think, California. And like I said, it don't deliver till Wednesday. It's Elvators going to a construction site. So I'm going to have plenty of time. It's 1,600 miles. It was 130, 125 mile deadhead down here, and then 1,628 miles out to there. Like on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, 5 days to go 1,600 miles. And it's one of them loads where you can't deliver early, you can't be late. I got to be there at 6 o'clock in the morning to unload on Wednesday. So we'll probably get a 34-hour restart in at some point this weekend and make a delivery on that on Wednesday. That's the plan. Wake up tomorrow morning, we're going to leave here at 7 o'clock, go up the road, I think it's about 18 miles, pick up those Elvators, and we'll go from there and see what happens. So we left the Flying J this morning at 7 o'clock, got over here to the shipper at 7:45, I believe we got here. And it is now 2 o'clock in the afternoon. When I got over here, there was about 10 trucks ahead of me, and they came out and told me that they're running behind and they're short workers, and they'll get to us when they get to us. And that was 8 o'clock this morning. It's now 2, and they've pulled 2 trucks in, and they're loading them right now, and we're still sitting and waiting. I talked to another driver when I got here, and he's told me he had got here for an 8 o'clock appointment on Thursday, the day before, yesterday. And he got here at 8 in the morning, and he didn't get loaded until 8 o'clock at night. So that's how far behind they are. So that's what we're doing. We're sitting here, it's hot, it's muggy, it rained earlier, and now it's just humid. And he told us he'll get to us when he gets to us. So we're sitting and waiting, and hopefully we get loaded today. If not, hopefully we get loaded today. If not, we'll get loaded tomorrow. But I'm hoping they get us pulled in today. It's supposed to stop loading at 5, and it's 2. And they've already loaded 2 trucks. And there's at least 4 ahead of me. I think it's like 8 here total, and I think there's at least 4 or 5 ahead of me. But anyways, that's what we're doing, trying to stay cool in Dallas and trying to get loaded. We'll go from there. It is 6:30 in the evening, Friday, and we're still not loaded. So I got here at 7:45, I think is what I told you guys earlier, and that's true. I got here at 7:45. It's 6:30. It's almost been, well, I got a 10-hour break in, we'll put it that way. It's been here long enough to do a 10-hour break, so I set all my clocks. So I got a 14, a fresh 14, a fresh 11, whole 9 yards, like that. And there's still 5 trucks. Well, 1 truck's leaving right now, actually. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trucks in front of me. I'm the 6th truck. So they'll be coming back out to get a truck here in a minute. Take it back to get it loaded. But that's what we got. Don't know when I'm getting loaded. It's going to be late, and I don't know how much driving I'm going to do. Probably none, because till I get in there, get loaded, and get Tarp strapped the whole 9 yards, it's probably going to be a couple hours. And like I said, it's 6:30 now, so 8, 9 o'clock at the earliest, maybe. They got to load us today. They don't load tomorrow, so we're here till they load us. Kind of sucks, but that's what we got. Just just wanted to give you guys an update. When I get loaded, I'll let you know. It'll probably be dark out though. I don't know. We are over in Cali, New Mexico. So we got a couple miles in today. I think we drove 479 miles and we got 1,230 miles to go. Something like that anyways. Didn't get loaded. I think they put me back around 7:30 last night. I think is what I put down on that last clip. Till they got me loaded, till I got it strapped and got it tarped. It was after 11 o'clock at night. So I didn't get a whole lot of driving. I didn't drive at all actually. Once I got there, I was there. And once we got loaded, tarped, strapped, the whole 9 yards, I went to bed because I was tired. And I don't drive at nighttime if I don't have to. So anyways, did a couple load checks coming over. Didn't really show that too much. Them kind of get boring. So got here, I'm gonna say 2:30. We crossed the time zone, so I think we would have got here at 3:30 and it was 2:30. We'd have got here at 4:30 and it was 3:30. I don't know, I don't remember. But anyways, we was here pretty early, shut down, and I've been just sitting inside trying to stay cool because it is hot in New Mexico. It's really hot. It's got to be like 100. I don't know. It's hot. It's hot. Even in the truck with AC blowing full blast, it's hot in the truck. And then you come out here and it's like oven. So it's starting to cool down a little bit. I'm in the shade. To get out into the sun, it's still pretty bad. We're gonna take out of here tomorrow at say 5:36. That's my plan every day, is to leave 5:36. We're gonna take out of here. We're shooting for 8-hour days. We're gonna be running on recaps here in 2 days, so I don't want to crank out a bunch of 11s and then come up short on hours. So we did a little bit farther, a little bit longer today than I wanted to. We had 8.5 hours of driving. I think we was on duty like 9 hours and 15 minutes or 9 hours and a half maybe, or something like that. That's about an hour longer than I want. So tomorrow we're going to try to do 8 hours of driving and try to be on duty like 8 hours 45, maybe 9. And then on our last day, before we start recaps, we're going to try to do another something like that again, 8.5, 9 hours tops. And then from there we'll start picking up 9.5 hours a day for the next 4 or 5 days. The only thing that's going to screw me up is when we get to next Saturday, we're only going to pick up an hour and 12 minutes. So I mean, that's a long ways out of luck and happen until then, between then, but that's what we got. So I think tomorrow, I was looking at the map a little bit earlier, I think we're going to try to shoot for either Williams, Arizona, Flagstaff, Arizona, or what was the other one? There's one before that, and I can't think of it. I can't think of the town right now. But anyways, that's right around Flagstaff is about 430, between 430 and 500 miles, and that's about what I can do in 8 hours of driving, something like that. We might get a little bit better, give or take, but right around Flagstaff, Arizona is where I plan on, in that area is where I plan on shutting down tomorrow. We'll see what happens with that, see how that works out for us. So that's what we got. I'm going back in to try to get cool again, because it's still hot out here. It's 6 o'clock at night. It's still warm, really warm for 6 o'clock at night. So that's what we're going to do. That's the plan, and we'll go from there. So let's stop to do a load check here in New Mexico. This is what's sitting at the rest area. Somebody had a bad day. I don't know what happened here, but somebody had a bad day. That's for sure. That thing has burnt to the ground. All them cars on there, whole 9 yards. I'm not sure what happened with this. There's the truck right there. You can see the front tires. Someone definitely had a bad day. Back here, this car right here, it looks like an old Chevelle. Maybe. I don't know. Look at the front end of that thing. Looks like an old Chevelle anyways. I don't know. We are over in, well, I don't know what town we're in, but we drove 250 something miles. Like, I'm not sure. I didn't check my Qualcomm before I got out, but we're taking a half-hour break, and we are 250 miles from where I want to stop. I want to try to get to Williams, Arizona, on the other side of Flagstaff. That would put me at 528 miles for the day. We're over halfway at 200. I think 254 is where we're at. So we're over halfway where we want to be, taking a half-hour break. We got about 4 hours of driving, I'm thinking. We was able to get here in just that 4 hours. So if we can make the same kind of time over there, we'll do it in 8 hours, have about 528, maybe 8.5 hours of driving, and that'd be about perfect. But that's what we're doing. We're about, where are we at? I think we're about 1,000 miles from the delivery. Maybe 900 and like 50, 975. But we're under 1,000, I think, from where we're going to deliver at. And we got today and tomorrow. Today's Sunday, Monday. It don't deliver till Wednesday, so we got plenty of time to get there. I just want to keep about 500 miles a day is what I'm shooting for. So with that being said, it's not near as hot out today as it was yesterday. At least not yet anyways. I mean, it's still early. It's only like 11 o'clock in the morning, so it's liable to warm up in the afternoon. But when we stopped yesterday at like 3:30, 4 o'clock, it was warm out. But not too bad today. Got a little bit of a breeze going over here. And yeah, that's what we got. So we'll try to get another 250 miles to get over to Williams, Arizona, and call it a day. I think we're about, boy, how far are we from the Arizona line? I think it's less than 100. Yeah, we're 70, like 80 miles. 80 miles from going into Arizona. So that's what we got. That's what we're gonna do. We'll go from there. We just pulled in over here in Williams, Arizona, and we did pretty good today, actually. I was surprised at the time we made pretty good time today. We drove, hold on, let me pull this up real quick. Where are we at? We drove 532.5 miles from where's we at last? Tucson, Cali, Arizona, New Mexico, to Williams, Arizona, 532 miles. That's what I wanted to do. The awesome part about that is I only used 8 hours and 36. I got to do my post trip, which is 15. It's gonna be like 8 hours and 48 minutes or something like that of on duty time. We drove 8 hours and 23 minutes. So we made really good time. That's exactly what I want to do. I'm glad we came over to Williams. Pretty much, we got to get fuel here in the morning, so we'll go down in the morning and get fuel. I just wanted to get parked because I wasn't sure if we would find parking over here. And I was going to go outside and do this video, which I would rather do the videos outside than inside. But I got trucks running on both sides of me and on the other side of me behind me. It would have been way too loud. So we're sitting at, boy, where are we at here on miles? Let me see. Let me pull it up real quick. I think we're about 800 miles from our delivery, something like that. Once it brings it up, it's saying 623, and then it's another 150, so that's 775. We'll just call it 800. We'll just call it 800 miles from our delivery. We got 2 more days. So if we do 400 tomorrow, 400 on Tuesday, we'll be set up good for a Wednesday morning delivery. That's the plan anyways. Anything else? I had some bungees break. We did a repower a couple weeks ago, and the dude that did the repower with me gave me a bunch of dry rotted bungees. I gave him all my good bungees. So I've been replacing bungees as we're coming down the road. I'm out of bungees. I don't got any more bungees left. And I got about 3 or 4 on there that's about to break. So I might have to go into the Loves or a truck stop, I don't know where else you get them at, and buy some bungees, which isn't going to be cheap. But I'm completely out of bungees. I used every bungee on this load, and I broke 3 or 4, and I just did a walk around, and there's 3 or 4, at least 3 or 4 that I've seen that's probably not going to make the trip, that need to be replaced like today. So I don't want to do that, but you know, I got to have bungees on so my tarps aren't flapping. I'm not going to go down the road with a flapping tarp. Plus, one of the bungees broke, and I couldn't pull off anywhere. Till I got pulled off, it actually got a hole about that big in the tarp up on the driver's side over here, and there's nothing I can do. I'm gonna back there and put a piece of padding underneath of it. I thought I had a piece in there, but it must have fell out, or maybe it moved or something. I don't know. But anyways, that's what we got. I think that's it. There's pretty much the update. Just had some tarp troubles. There's a couple broke bungees and stuff like that. And that's it. We're going to take a 10-hour break here in Williams. It's pretty early. I think we crossed another time zone because I thought we was going to get here like at 3:30, and it's like 1:30 or something like that. I don't know. These time zones will mess me up. So it's either 2:30 in the afternoon or 1:30. It's 4:30 in Tulsa, and I'm in Williams. I don't know what time zone Williams is. 4:30. It's either 3:30. I think it's 2:30. So anyways, that's what we got. That's what we're going to do. We're out here tomorrow at 6:36, maybe 5:36, and we'll go from there. We have crossed the Colorado River, and we are in California. We're in California. We are in Tehachapi. Yeah. I'll put it right here. The name of the town we're in, Tehachapi, I think is how you say it. California. We drove 436. Hold on a second, let me check. 407. We drove 407 miles from Williams, Arizona to Tehachapi, California. We got 216 miles to drive tomorrow up to Santa. I don't even know what the name of the town is now. I forget. But anyways, there's a truck stop up there we're going to stop at, and that puts us 86 miles from our delivery for a Wednesday morning delivery. Today's Monday evening. We drove 7 hours and 15 minutes today, and we're in California, so everything's 55 miles an hour, so you can't make no time at all. So we made really good time yesterday and really crappy time today. Basically, yesterday we drove 537 or 540 or I think almost 550 in 8 hours, and today we drove 400 in 7 hours and 20 minutes, something like that. So it is what it is. Anything else? I think that's it. Just a quick update. We're over here. I just got a shower, got some food, getting ready to lay down. We're gonna wake up tomorrow, roll out. I think I left this morning at 5 o'clock. It was daylight. I woke up like 4:30, and it was daylight at like 10 till 5, and I just took off out of there to get down the road. And tomorrow we're gonna drive like maybe 4 hours, 216 miles. It should take about 4.5 hours to get up to the other truck stop. Like I said, the name of the town, Santa Nella or Santa, I don't know. Anyways, that's what we got. The load went pretty good. Like I said, we redid them tarps yesterday. The tarps look good coming up the road. Of course, you're only going 55, so it's not a lot of wind. It's a lot cooler here. It's windy and way cooler. It feels about 65 or 70 with like 0% humidity. I don't know what it is, but it feels really good out. Probably have to wear a sweatshirt in the morning. It's going to be probably cold every night. So anyways, that's what we got. We're going to get this thing off on Wednesday, and we'll go from there. I don't know if we're going to do any more updates or not. We'll see. Well, I'll try to shoot video of them unloading them. It's supposed to be a crane unload, but I don't think it's going to be. I think they don't know what they're talking about. I think they're unloaded with a forklift. They put it on with a forklift. Why would they take it off with a crane? But anyways, that's what we got. That's what we're going to do, and we'll go from there.